Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the very first episode of Sashed in Sisterhood, a podcast where we celebrate real pageant sisterhood beyond the crown. I'm your host, Charlotte, and whether you're a current queen, a former title holder, or someone who just believes in the power of kindness and community, I'm so glad you're here. This podcast was born from a simple but powerful idea that sisterhood in pageantry doesn't just stop when the crown comes off. In fact, that's when it often begins. On Sashed in Sisterhood, we'll be talking to queens from all different systems and age divisions so they can share their story. We'll dive into what it really means to be sisters by Sash, how we can uplift one another, and how our platforms can lead with love, not just in competition, but in life. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Maja, your Miss Glamour Ambassador 2025. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's dive into the very first episode of Sashed in Sisterhood. Maja, welcome to the podcast. I'm so excited to have you.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here and speak with you.
So let's start at the beginning. Can you tell me a bit about your pageant journey, how you got started, and what your current title is?
Oh, I love this question. So, my pageants journey started in 2023 with Royal UK Pageants, and I've done this for 2 years in a row. Caught the pageant bug, what can I say? But yes, done it, started 2023, done two pageants, and I've just been amazed by the sisterhood. All the girls were supportive, it was my first pageant. I didn't know what I was doing. But all the girls were supportive, they had my back, and I fell in love with the sisterhood. Then I moved on to Glamour. I love the Glamour system. You got me into it, and I'm forever grateful because I've met some of the most amazing people as well. Yes, and obviously proud of my crown, forever grateful for my crown. It has been one of my favourite titles so far, and I cannot see where my journey takes me.
Amazing. So, over your journey, what title has meant the most to you?
So I love and appreciate all my titles. I will forever be grateful for Royal. It has been the pageant, as I said, it had me started, given me the pageant book. I've taken part in some online pageants, obviously got some feedback, bits and bobs, but I think my favourite so far is my Miss Glamour UK Ambassador title. The fact to know that I've been chosen for my hard work and my dedication for the system means absolute the world to me. And I'm so happy that it's a title that has been chosen directly by the directors. I love them all. And yeah.
As this podcast is called Sashed in Sisterhood, when you hear the word Sisters by Sash, what does that mean to you?
So obviously, first of all, it reminds me of my beautiful sister queens that I'll share my journey with and with Miss Glamour. However, what it means is that pageantry and sisterhood, every single finalist, even if you're a beginner or if you've held many international titles, what holds us together and what brings us together are these wonderful sashes. Even if it's a finalist, if it's a crown, it's just the interconnection. Honestly, it brings so many people together. It gives opportunities and connections across the world. It's just a wonderful place to be part of.
I love that so much. So, have you had the chance to mentor, support a newer queen, or have you even been mentored yourself? And what was that experience like for you?
So I love that question because over the past 2 days in the weekend of Glamour, I loved connecting with the little ones and my finalists, like not my finalists, my peer finalist girls that I've shared the stage with. Oh, I was the one backstage, like correcting hair and doing all these bits and bobs, just helping the little ones calm all the nerves. So I love being mentor for the little ones. However, also appreciate you helping me with mock interviews and my lovely coach Sophia. Honestly, the support that I've received coming up to achieve my title, it just it you can use the term it takes a village. Yes, you're there with your personal, your journey, but it just shows that you're not going through this alone. You will have support, and the support will be massive.
I love that. That is such a beautiful answer. So, what are some of the biggest misconceptions that people have about pageant sisterhood?
Oh, I love that question because there is a lot of misconceptions. Obviously, when I speak to my family or tell them I'm friends, they think like pageant girls are like cliquey and all that. But I'm like, no. Yes, we can be girly girly and we put on makeup, we put on our sashes and pretty dresses, and we go out there in the world, but we do it not for for ourselves in our journey, but we also do it for others. We are like little minions of the world. We bring words to the platforms and the cases and charities and causes that mean something to us. And that's what people think, like, oh, you just put on a pretty dress and you walk. I'm like, no, people don't see the journey and the work and dedication that has been put into it.
Absolutely. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see. They see the posts that we put on
Absolutely.
Instagram in our pretty dresses and our crowns and sashes, but they don't always take note of everything that we do in the lead up to finals and beyond that sometimes as well.
You know,
So, outside
exactly.
of pageantry, how has it shaped you in your day-to-day life at uni or in your work or in any leadership roles you've taken on?
So I even got it from my university tutor. Big shout out to my lecturer, Adam. We love him oh so dearly. Charlotte has met Adam.
I
But
absolutely love Adam.
even when I went to him to show off my sash, we love Adam, honestly. Oh, he's a gem. But even when I went to show off him my crown, he's like, you know what? He had a little pageant proud dad moment because he has lectured me for 4 years, and he's like, you know what, Maya, I'm forever proud of you. The woman that you've grown, you're confident and you're strong. You deserve it. He's seen me do all. He's like, you're more confident in presentations. You know, you hold yourself more confidently and you're mature. See, that what comes with a pageants. It's it's your personal self growth as well. It's the journey you take.
Yeah, I love that. And I remember getting the similar comments from him after Galaxy when I competed while I was still
Mm,
at Derby. He all around was just
exactly.
so supportive for both of our journeys. And I feel like that is such a nice
Exactly.
thing
Oh, look,
because some people won't get that support from their teachers at school. And it was so
no.
nice that not just him, but the entire staff got so involved in our journeys, which I will also forever be grateful for.
Mm,
So, going on from that,
exactly.
what legacy would you like to leave behind with this title, not just as a current queen, but as a sister?
So, the legacy I want to leave behind is my Sash has come with me on a tour around England, supporting the girls that I've met throughout, just and supporting, showing support to all the pageants and the systems. But the legacy I want to leave behind, and it ties with my platform called My Bumblebees, which is all about positivity and kindness, and that's what I want to leave as that's my legacy that I want to leave behind. I'm representing Glamour because just be nice. I want to be nice and friendly. I want to feel like people will approach me because that's the energy, that's the vibe I give off. They will not, like, be scared of me because I'm just myself and I'm kind and I'm nice and they will walk up to me and, they'll have a chat with me. I'm not scary by any means. But I think that's even the feeling I had as a finalist, like, oh my God, I was scared to approach anyone that had a crown. I was like, oh my God, they don't want to talk to me. But I want to kind of change that misconception as well. Just speak, just be confident, just build up the confidence, you know.
So, for the people who don't know you, they might not know that you weren't actually
Mhm.
born in England, were you?
No, I weren't. I am a Polish girl, born and raised in a little village called Miłkowice in Lower Sicilian, Śląsk, as people might call it as well.
So, what's it like being a Polish girl that's competing in UK pageantry?
Yes, some people may not think about it a lot. It only comes as part of the conversation when I say, "Oh, you know what? Fun fact about me, I'm actually Polish." Just a little shrug off the shoulder. But it's actually not only that has come, it's something that has actually come up in pageant recently. Not come up in pageant recently, but it's been a struggle to say the least. I've moved here when I was 10 years old, went into year 6, barely knowing the language. And yes, all the girls were welcoming. However, I have developed, as you might show up throughout this podcast, bit of a stutter, lost for words. And it has come up in pageantry and interviews a lot when I get a bit nervous. But yeah, it's the challenge that I struggle with. And obviously, it's been a struggle in school because I couldn't communicate with my peers. However, I found friends that stuck up with me. Sorry, girls. But yeah, it's the communication barrier that I sometimes struggle with. And some people may not know and they think, like, oh my God, she can't speak properly. And I'm like, you're right. However, there's a history behind that. But yeah, I think I just want to bring more awareness towards it because it's who I am. I'm proud to be Polish and I'm proud to come from Poland because it has an amazing history. And I think that's my step forward.
That's so interesting that you get to bring the elements that you've learned since you've been in the UK, but still being Polish as well. You get to combine them together, which is so interesting. And I absolutely love that.
Yes,
So, before we
thank
wrap
you.
up, is there any queens or a mentor who has inspired you that you want to give a shout out to?
I think there's too many of them, let's be honest. As I said, it takes a village, and I've met some of the most amazing girls for pageantry that supported me along my journey. For example, you supported me from the start. I love you so much, girl. And there's obviously my coaches, my sister queens, my directors, and all the friends that I've gathered. And they won't just stop there, the friendships that I've collected. The sisterhood is about, meeting friends and everything and everyone. But the friendships that you've made along the way will carry forward in life.
I absolutely love that. And I think that's one thing that people don't understand about pageants as well, is that the friendships
Mm.
you make last for life. They're not just the friendships you make in that
Oh,
system. As soon as you decide to move to a different system, those friendships end. They don't. You carry them forever.
they don't.
It's people that I made friends with in Galaxy, and that was in
Mhm.
2020, 2021. And I'm still friends with those girls now, which is just so crazy because, we're all
It is.
competing in different systems. We've all got different goals, but we're always there to support each other. And I think that's what's so
Exactly.
beautiful about pageantry is that no matter if we're competing
Mm.
against each other, or we're just there to support. We are always there for each other.
Exactly. From the start all throughout, no matter where you go, you will have your friends and your sister queens, past or present.
It is, and it is just such a beautiful part of pageantry. And finally,
Yeah.
to finish, is there anything else you would like to share with the pageant community who are listening?
Stay kind, stay confident, and don't be afraid of who you are. I am grateful for you for having me. It was an experience, definitely. Some interview questions, but we loved that. But yes, thank you so much. Stay slaying. Love you.
No, thank you so much, Maya, for joining me today. You are truly what it means to be sashed in sisterhood. And to everyone listening, always remember that sisterhood is forever and kindness shines the brightest. I'll see you next time on Sashed in Sisterhood.